This is Average Sports.
By your average guys.
Eric.
And Ty. That would be so bad.
Yeah. This is Average Sports.
Your average sports.
Average Sports.
Thanks for tuning into another episode of
You're listening to Average Sports with your average guys.
Average Sports, average guys, Eric and Ty.
We are back. It took a little minute.
Yeah, it did.
We had some stuff, happening. Getting
travel.
ready for the holidays. Work,
Moving
travel,
around.
life.
Yeah.
But either way, we're back. It's another episode. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're glad to have you. And Eric, it's good to have you.
Yeah.
Or likewise.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Why are you saying we've been doing this for 4 years?
Yeah, long enough.
It's like I'm a guest host.
You are. It's my show now. I don't know if you heard about this. This is
Average Sports with Ty.
Yes.
Marketing. Make sure you update the material.
Yeah, get it all
we got
rebranded.
that one early.
We have to make sure that marketing knows that they're, they have a job and need to be aware. So no matter what part of the episode. Yeah.
I'm sure they know.
Okay, let's get into it. If you're new to the show, though, we're just going to talk about anything on our mind with things sports, all things sports. Get you updated. So what has happened? Shoot, man, it's been a few weeks. So we got to at least mention some things.
It's been a few weeks.
Yeah.
And I think the last episode we did was around Halloween.
Yes.
It's now coming up to Thanksgiving.
Right.
So that leads me to our new segment that we always open up every show with. Would you rather?
Okay. Yeah.
Would you rather have the best tasting Thanksgiving dinner you can possibly imagine with a group of strangers or have only an okay tasting Thanksgiving dinner with your family and friends?
Well,
and this one
it really just depends on how
so easy for me. It is not even close.
Okay. It really, I think that makes me feel like I think I know what you're going to say. But it really just should come down to how much you like your family, right? I mean, I would be totally fine with a mediocre Thanksgiving, spend time with family.
That's not my reasoning.
You're going to go for the food, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're totally about, I don't care.
Because I don't care about Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I've never been
about the feast.
I hate turkey. I hate Thanksgiving turkey. So
if it's the best,
that being the centerpiece of it, and I'm always on the outside because I'm always wanting the ham. And Holly does a great job with making sure that I have ham. The last couple of years, it's wonderful.
Who's that? Marketing
person? That would be marketing.
Oh, okay.
Marketing makes sure I get my ham. But as an overall, I got to be honest. It's not one of my favorite holidays. I've never really.
See, I love it. There's no gift exchange. Just make a lot of food, drink, eat.
What I like about it is the football.
Okay.
I mean, that's the reason why we do this show, I guess, is the sports.
Sure.
But I'm going to pick the best Thanksgiving I've ever had food-wise, because at the end of the day, I'm going to go back to the family next year. Doesn't say every year, it just says this one year.
Okay.
So I'm going to take the 1 year, get the best Thanksgiving, and go that route.
Okay. I mean, and you could still pick your company, so I get that. I've had those things. The Friendsgivings, I mean, it can be a lot of fun and really tasty. So, well, all right. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah.
Thanks for that one.
It's exciting.
Hey, we have more Thanksgiving-themed conversation coming up later, but let's do the recap. Like I said, there's been, I don't know what my accent is. There has been a lot of baseball to talk about, too. Let's just at least start with the World Series.
Yeah.
Dude, the underdogs, Atlanta Braves, coming up big, champions.
Yeah.
First time in over 20 years, 25 years?
1996.
Okay. That's
95?
That's 25 years, right?
Yeah, 95 was the Indians, 96 Braves, 97 Marlins. Yes, 96.
All right.
Yep.
Well, shout out to those guys. That was a pretty decent series, but they looked like they had full control over Astros.
They did.
For the most part.
It absolutely looked like, I didn't watch every single game, every single minute, but I was definitely tuning in for the majority of the games and kind of paying attention. And it certainly looked like Atlanta had control of the series, from the start. So, I know Houston won 2 games, but one game I think they did really well. But
they
the
lost
other one,
that series.
It out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't like, this is going to be a really close one. I mean, just they didn't get it done.
Yeah.
The Braves were better, and they deserved it. 5 Gold Gloves went to the St. Louis Cardinals.
That is pretty impressive. I know we're based here in St. Louis, but
that's the first time that's ever happened. That's a big deal. That's a headline.
Would be getting 5 Gold Gloves.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Yachty wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
Which is saying something.
He was in the finalist group, did not finish. But yes, I think that's a really strong point because he's got like 6 of them.
Says that it's something. So it was Bader, Goldschmidt.
Oh man, you had to do this.
I know.
Let me look it up.
Bader.
This is
Goldschmidt. Man, now we're gonna have to really edit this out.
I don't think Arenado got one, did he?
No. Yes, he did.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah. So
I mean,
he
is the man. He's awesome. Mm-hmm. And then the second baseman,
Paul DeYoung.
No,
he's shortstop.
DeYoung did not get one.
Wayno got one.
Edman,
Tommy Edman.
I think so.
Maybe we should Google this.
Yeah, we're looking it up. Well, what else?
So while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about it here.
Thanks, Eric.
Ohtani and Harper, MVPs. Pretty unanimous on the Shohei Ohtani side for the Anaheim Angels, even though they were a team that did make the playoffs, and if I remember correctly, well below 500. Shohei Ohtani was, I believe, a unanimous MVP candidate or MVP winner for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and then Bryce Harper. And that kind of surprised me because I didn't think too much of the Phillies at all this year.
Right.
I mean, I know he's having a good season, but
they were in the hunt.
There would have been a couple other players that maybe just had better, but I guess it just shows how little I really pay attention to the entire being and city of Philadelphia.
Or just perhaps, well, you like Miami, so I was going to say the NL East, but...
No, I'm not a Marlins fan. Please do not rope me into that.
You like the Marlins a little bit. You are totally fair weather. If they were winning, you'd be all about the Marlins, just like their whole fan base.
No.
Yes.
Not the Marlins.
Okay, fine.
Count me out on that one.
Not the Marlins.
Marlins and the Dolphins.
By the way, that's a tough division to be a fan of, even though they have, 2 of the last 3 or 4 World Series? Because, I mean, the Nationals just won.
Yeah, Nats, Marlins, Phillies, Braves, Mets. Well, Mets suck.
Wow. Okay.
Marlins suck.
I mean, they've been disappointing. Let's say it nicely.
But Phillies last year and the year before, they've been competitive ever since getting Bryce Harper. Before that, they were terrible.
Right. But then they're not getting it.
They still need to round out the team.
Yeah.
But the Nationals and the Braves have been pretty good. Yeah. Juan Soto was the runner-up, I believe, and that's actually someone that wouldn't surprise me. That he would have beat out Bryce Harper. Juan Soto's fantastic. Plays for the Nationals.
Okay.
So, left field, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. So you missed, or we missed, Tyler O'Neill.
How
do we miss it? It's Eric and Ty, Average Sports.
Well, you should have gotten that, not me.
You're telling me. O'Neill, having a good time out there in left field. The man. Tommy Edman, Harrison Bader, Nolan Arenado, Paul Goldschmidt. 5 Gold Gloves, though, for the Cardinals.
That's pretty great.
That is phenomenal.
That is
That's
impressive.
Outstanding.
That is impressive.
Outstanding. No matter who you are.
Yeah, we had our Cy Young winners as well, too. Corbin Burns and Robbie Ray. Congratulations to them for winning the Cy Young as well, too, for wrapping up a little bit of the MLB there. So, and then one of the big topics I had was just the unbelievable unpredictability of the NFL over the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, so it's not our lightning standings, but we should look at what you mean by that just on the standings
what
of
I
the
mean
NFL.
by that, and we talked a little bit about this early season with the Chiefs not really kind of clicking and having some struggles there. They seem to really pick it up the last 2 weeks.
They're in first place.
They're in first place now. They went out and they beat the Cowboys today. A couple weeks ago, like the Cowboys look like a shoo-in. We're talking about division leaders, playoff leaders that a couple of weeks ago lost to teams that were 500 or worse. That would include like the Bills losing to Jacksonville. Yeah, that would be the Cowboys losing to the Broncos. I mean, there were other teams as well too. Today, for example, the Packers, NFC leaders, lost to the Minnesota Vikings. Right. The Bills lost again today. The Saints lost to the Falcons. The Saints just lost again to Philly. These are big. It's not the Saints of old, but I mean, these are still teams that you would expect to win.
It is
in some of these matchups.
It is a competitive league. Yeah, that's all I can say.
And when you look at Chiefs Cowboys today, like those were 2 upper echelon teams, unlike at the time looking like Denver and Dallas or Buffalo and Jacksonville. Like those were shocking. To see them come across. Yeah. So
there's only one team with 2 losses, and that's the Arizona Cardinals.
Arizona Cardinals.
That's crazy. Everyone else has at least 3 losses or more.
Yeah. And Arizona won today. In wonderful game. Third game for Colt McCoy. Behind center as Kyler Murray is still dealing with an injury. They also have DeAndre Hopkins out. But, man, Colt McCoy is just such a great backup and has been for so many years. When he's a straight-up starter, he has proven that he's just not able to sustain. But is a backup.
And then how about the AFC
awesome.
East? The East,
AFC East, man. Look at that, man.
The Bills and New England
a couple of weeks ago were the dominating team in that division. The Patriots were still trying to figure it out, and Mac Jones has seemed to have found it.
Right.
And he has completely turned it on. He is moving in the right direction. The Patriots are now in first place, and they're looking really good. I mean, and they just destroyed Atlanta. Right. I mean, I think that was predictable.
Atlanta is
also down.
Is soft. I mean, their last place 4-6.
Yeah,
but
they're missing their two best offensive weapons.
They are only 2 games back of the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
So and that's another thing.
The Bucs went out and lost to Washington. That was another game last week that happened.
So just about every division though has a very there's no top heavy division
standing out
outside of Detroit not having a win yet.
I mean, being terrible. Yeah.
So remove them, almost everyone still technically has a chance of making a wild card spot with this extended season. I think that's going to be pretty exciting too.
And what I like about it too is they extended the playoffs, they extended the season, but that also means that we're not, and there's only one bye team now. So that's really going to make a difference coming down to the end of teams not sitting their players in that final week. So
all right, that
should be exciting.
Yeah.
So that was it right there. And then the big one for me as well too, and Jonathan Taylor went out and did this today.
He destroyed today.
This dude is a beast. So, not only is he NFL's leading rusher on the season, now it took him a couple games to pass Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry has been sitting up top is the number 1 leading rusher in the NFL. He hasn't played in 2 weeks.
Right.
I mean,
that's how good
Derrick Henry is.
Yeah.
But Jonathan Taylor is over 1,100 yards on the year. 13 touchdowns. I mean, this dude is an absolute beast. He should certainly be in the MVP conversation, especially with what he did today. 5 total touchdowns. But there was one when I was looking up this list here that surprised me. I'm going to give you this list, and you tell me who is the outlier on this list. Jonathan Taylor. These are rush yards. Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Mark Ingram, Joe Mixon, Dalvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott, Najee Harris. Who's the outlier, Ty?
This is a pop quiz that I wasn't prepared for.
Who is not like the others? Who is not a 3-down back in this group? Do you know?
Let me see this list again. Okay. Taylor, Henry, Chubb, Ingram. Yeah. Ingram should not be there.
Ingram should not be there. This is not 2016.
The guy's been in the league for a minute.
Long time.
Interesting.
But it's Mark Ingram.
Where is he again?
He's 4th.
Is he in Houston?
No. He just got traded back to New Orleans. He was in Houston.
Okay.
Back in New Orleans.
Okay. Interesting.
But that's surprising to me.
Especially to be on a team with Kamara.
Kamara has been injured the last couple weeks.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, he clearly did a lot of this work even before that. So, that was just an outlier.
Yeah. They're not going to pass the ball much.
I wanted to kind of call that out and give Mark Ingram his undue props here.
I like it.
Or very much due props. I'm sorry.
Sure.
That's the word I was looking for. So
we're picking up what you're throwing down, Eric.
Yeah. I mean, and then the Florida Panthers are still one of the just hottest teams in the NFL, even without Joel Quenneville.
Whoa. Panthers Florida? In the NFL or NHL?
Well, I said the Florida Panthers.
Okay. NHL. Hockey. Changing gears. Getting on the ice. All right.
Changing gears just a little bit here. But the Florida Panthers are like the best team in the NHL. They have 29 points, 13 wins. In their last 10, They are. They've lost a little bit here, but they're 5-2-3, so they've gotten points in 8 of their last 10.
All right. So we all know you're crushing hard on the Panthers. Do you think they're going to go far in the playoffs?
I think they're going to be a good team, man. They were undefeated until they ran up against
good team.
New York Rangers.
Okay.